Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Brickheadz Broadcast Network here on YouTube and on Rumble. And I hope that you can see me okay because I am so excited that today is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr! I know you were saying, how come you're not dressed like a pirate? Go back 2 episodes ago, or I should say 2 days ago for the last episode where I had Grant and Yano joining me. But I had to wear my BrickCon shirt. You can see BrickCon has a Journeys theme and went from Seattle, and now they're in Bellevue. I was only there for Friends and Family Day, but I'm so glad I got the shirt because the shirt sold out, and I have one. Yay! Anyway, today we're moving. It's still hard for me to adjust because normally I do this Thursdays, but now we're doing a Tuesday evening episode. So today it's Tuesday, September 19th. And we're going to be working on the Brickheadz. And I wish I had this for May the 4th be with you. It's Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, which, if you know the mythology, I think it's a little bit, I guess this must be Obi Wan in the 4th movie, not the 3rd movie, when he, because Darth Vader doesn't really become Darth Vader with Obi Wan Kenobi there at the same time. It would actually be pre-Darth when they're in the big fight on the volcano. Anyway, okay, I know I'm getting geeky out here, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, hello, Lena Inverse. How are you? Good to see you. Well, hello there. And it says, it seems like it was more than luck that brought you these 2 droids. Quote, old Ben Kenobi from the 1977 to 1995 cut of Star Wars. Sadly, that quote was cut to extend the hologram part. Oh, bummer. Well, we all know the quote, these are not the droids you're looking for. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting because, like I said, Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth. I was thinking this was Luke Skywalker and Darth. So it would have been, I guess, Obi Wan Kenobi versus, well, Hayden Christensen. Anyway, I already said that. Okay, so we're going to be working on this today. And it's, like I said, it's budget builds because it's Tuesdays now instead of Thrifty Thursdays. I know it's taking time for followers to adjust, so it may be a lightly attended stream, but just wanted to tell you that really glad to be here. And I'm still trying to adjust cameras, but let me know how this camera angle is working for you. I think it's working okay. And I've got, in this case, I will not be opening this as a tray because that really is not an option here. Oops, get this in focus. Focus. Let me get this up here. Now this tape is really strong, so I'm going to cut it like this. Normally I would just use one edge, but strong tape. Now, I don't know how many of you are Brickhead collectors. I'm not really a Brickhead collector. I buy these mostly for parts. However, because it's Star Wars, and as you know, Star Wars and Brickheads in general, they seem to be very popular. This is 175 and 174. I also have an Ahsoka that I had built on a previous stream. And I also have a Princess Leia that I have somewhere in storage. And it's funny because I had somebody come through the apartment today because some of you know I'm moving my apartment to a bigger place. Same complex, so I'm super excited about that. But it's, he's like, you got a lot of Lego here. I said, yeah. I told the sales rep, it's like, warn the guy coming over to inspect the unit. There's a lot of Lego here. So I'm excited because this next place I'm moving to is a 2-bedroom unit. So I'll have a chance to have my own Lego room. So exciting things on the horizon. I also wanted to move because winter is coming. And I'm not just saying that as a reference to Game of Thrones, but winter is coming. And because of that, I don't want to have to schlep all of my stuff from the car, just, groceries and stuff in the middle of winter. So I know, first world problems, right? Many of you know, Brickheadz always have a pink brain, 2x2. And I'm just going to do some real preliminary knolling, nothing really intense. But clearly this must be Darth Vader. I haven't even opened the instructions yet, but just look at the pieces for bag 1. This has got to be Darth Vader. It's got to be. Now I noticed there is a 2x2 here on my laptop. I could have sworn I put all of them here. Now here's another cool piece, which is a pre-printed 1x4 tile. So that's probably going to go onto the chest plate, I imagine. This is another pre-printed piece, this 2x4 curve. So I think that's on the helmet. So we'll see. We'll see as we start pulling this together. Originally, I was thinking I might just do one of these, but this looks like a small enough set that we could do both during the stream. And if I sound a little winded, it's because I just got off of Yano's stream where she is dressed like a pirate. And she's got several guests who have come on as well. And she is building the large minifig, upscale minifig that's a pirate that is only available from the Lego house. So she was able to acquire one. She said she got it from eBay, and I'm very envious. I'm like, oh, someday. That's because, I'm big into pirates too. I've done a couple of mocks. Have been pirate based. And here, let me zoom in a little bit more. Here we've got, yeah, this is definitely Darth Vader we're working on here. Yeah, pirates, they're just fun. More people need to be into pirates. You're missing out, people. If you're not into pirates, you're missing out. Yeah, these pieces that I'm putting on now, these side pieces, where's the other one? This one. So these are often used in cars. It's a 2x2 that's also raised on one side, 2x2 plate. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That was falling off the table. Don't want that. So if you're new to the stream, I'm Naomi. I'm based in Vancouver, Washington. And this is normally a Thursday night stream, but because LEGOMasters is starting this, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I've moved my Thursday stream to Tuesdays, so then I could still continue with the content and then be able to provide reviews later. And I'm really happy that I got a chance to talk to some of the contestants today. I'm part of the group of fan media that have a chance to talk with them. So you'll be seeing some more reviews, and also I'm going to be having them on the show that I co-host with PT McEwen. So PT and I will be interviewing several of these contestants, and so stay tuned for that. That will be Tuesdays at 6. See, I'm all messed up because of the schedule change. So Tuesdays, 6 o'clock, then Tuesdays at 9 o'clock is where I've got these budget builds. Yeah, I've like I said, it's been an interesting change. Lots of things going on, but yeah, I had a chance to do some preliminary interviews, and the other cool thing is that Duck Bricks, also known as Christopher and Robert, are right here in the Portland area. So my hope is maybe they will be, I will be able to look at Christopher's collection. If you have not been following Duck Bricks is on YouTube, and he's got one of the largest Lego collections of sets. Now, from what I understand, he's working on trying to get the world's record for that, and he's got them even hanging from the ceiling, which I have to ask him how he does that. Okay, why am I not finding? I'm looking for a 1x2 bracket. I thought it would be in white. No, don't tell me it's not here. Trust in the brick. That's what I used to get people telling me. Here, let me angle this down a little bit. There we go. Look at that pile of bricks. Ah, here it is. I just had to look away for a moment. All right. Yeah, so these Brickheadz are a lot of fun. So what I do on Tuesdays, PT and I will be reviewing the LEGOMasters Season 4. Season 4 is a brand new season. And so we'll have some contestants on. We'll have a chance to chat with them about the show. And then Tuesdays at 9, which is right now, is going to be my budget builds, because I can't stream on the same day that the show is airing. And what we'll be doing is I'll probably be going to a watch party with a bunch of the port lug people. Yeah, we're still figuring that out. And where is my base? There it is. Okay, so this base I built earlier, that's going to go here. Oh, clever. Very clever. Yeah, so it was interesting, especially talking to Christopher, because he doesn't do mocks. This experience is brand new for him because he's never really been a mock builder. And for those of you who don't know what a mock stands for my own creation, and he has never done one. So I thought that was interesting. Not until the show. So he's both him and Robert are product managers, I think, or program managers. And so they say that their strength is in time management. So we'll see when the show airs. That's going to be fun to watch. Okay, I'm a little concerned about this because it's off by a plate, but that's what the instructions say. So I'm just going to have faith that everything's going to come together. Okay. So once again, if you're in for parts, these Brickheadz are great parts packs. And Debo and I have hosted several re-brick this challenges. So this is also an opportunity for re-bricking in the future. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely working on the core. It'll be interesting to see how people review the shows, because I was talking to another person who does streams, and he said, yeah, now everybody is streaming. I mean, I've been streaming for, I think it'll be 3 years. Actually, I just passed, I think or no, it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I'll go back and check, but it's been 3 years for me that I've been streaming. I want to say if it wasn't the 14th, then it's the 20th. It's all a blur to me. Like, I should know these things. I have an anniversary stream. I've been busy, though. Like I said, I've been busy getting ready to move. Lots of things happening at work as well, which I can't really mention here. But yeah, so I'm cutting myself some slack. I think moving in general is stressful, but I'm really glad that I'm just moving in the same neighborhood, just across the street, literally across the street. and down the hill. All right, so you can see this looks like the front that we're putting together here. Once you know the pink 2x2 comes in, then you know that the head is almost done. Okay, there we go. I think the other thing I should have done, which by the way, here's a tip. These manuals, you got to get them to be straighter. So do that because they get bent pretty well in the box. Okay, that's better. And the little teeny itty bitty pieces. Here's another tip too. Use your table as a way to straighten some of these out. Okay. Itty bitty gray pieces. There we go. Ahoy, mateys! Hello, PT. I was just talking about you, PT. I was talking about the new schedule. How PT and I will be reviewing LEGOMasters Season 4 on Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock. Welcome to the stream. Is everything going okay, PT? I'm working on Darth right now. And I don't know if your Star Wars history is better than mine, but I was just mentioning at the top of the stream that Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader as Darth didn't have a lot of interaction except for the iconic scene, and maybe that's what it's supposed to be. When we do the other one, I'll have to see if it's old Ben Kenobi or if it's Obi-Wan, because see, that's what they should have done. They should have called him Ben Kenobi. Then it would make sense, right? The iconic, but they called him Obi-Wan, which I guess is still true. Anyway, here's that pre-printed piece that I was showing you earlier. I guess I'm gonna make sure I'm putting this in the right direction. Yeah. Yeah, I love these pre-printed tiles. They're great. You traded in your pirate hat? Yes, for a PMS lover clothes, I see. Well, all I can say is that I've been wearing that hat for 2 streams, or my stream and then also Yano's stream. So yeah, had to mix it up. Also hot tubbing right now. That is so funny. One time we had, I think, a conference call and you had it in the hot tub. And I think it was dark, so he couldn't see you. But hey, I'm envious that you're able to do that. That's awesome. Okay, there's supposed to be another 1x2 printed tile in here. Ah, here it is. Here's the other control panel. So I think, yeah. Here we go. You're trying to think, did he face him, Darth, in one of the animation series? Oh, maybe. He did face him in the iconic scene in the 4th movie, and this is what I was talking about earlier. In the 4th movie, there's the iconic scene, the standoff scene, and we all know what Obi-Wan decided to do. So if he has a white beard, then yeah, that's the Obi-Wan, but we shall see. Okay, so we've done the front, and then it looks like we're going to be doing this side here. So we're adding, it looks like an arm of some sort. Or if I'm talking like a pirate, it's an arm. It's an arm that we're doing. It's hard to talk like a pirate for a whole episode. Even Yano couldn't do it. So, and Yano definitely has a lot more experience talking like a pirate than I do. SoCal weather is changing. Yeah, fall is coming. Yes, I love fall. I mean, I love my family. They are in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale, but I really love Pacific Northwest weather. I really love it here. Okay, so that is, it looks like the right arm, and the left arm will be the same, but it'll be with the gray on the left instead of on the right. All right. Yeah, enjoy the weather while you can. I mean, that's the thing. And I know that you and Wendy and George have a beautiful house. So enjoy what you can. Oops. It is. Your voice sometimes was like a Canadian North Dakota sometimes. Yeah, it's hard to keep up talking like a pirate. And I think Yano said she was sounding more like an Irishman or an Irish person. I was like, yeah, I think, save that for the actors who get paid to do that. We don't get paid to do it. We just like to be silly. Okay, this is really cool. Here's the torsos coming together. And you can see that there's a lot of good detailing because of the printed tiles. Thank goodness. And not a lot of Brickheadz require you to use stickers. So that's one nice thing about Brickhead sets, is that you can get by without having to do a lot of stickers here. Okay, what's next here? 1x2s. Okay. Here we go. And then that famous piece I was showing earlier, that 2x2 with the raised. Where is it? Okay. Trust in the brick. It's almost like I always have to look away and then come back. Aha. Here we go. So where's this going? Where do you want this piece? Aha. Right here, dead center. Covering up that white 1x2. Finally, we have standard bricks. 2x4 standard brick. Yeah, I think so. PT watched our Sunday episode where I had ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, just create a dialogue among pirates. And it was hilarious. It was freaking hilarious. It was so much fun. So I was the Captain Blackbeard, and Yano did 2 characters, which was hilarious. I think it was like One-Eyed Pete and Scurvy Sam. Even the names were cool. It was fun. We like to be silly on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Yes. North Dakota. I've never been to North Dakota, so that's something I probably should add to places I need to visit. I've been to a lot of the states, but I haven't been to North Dakota or South Dakota. So maybe I need to put that on my list for not this winter. I think it's too late now. If I try to go now, I will definitely freeze. Because I know, let's see, it's end of September. Yeah, one time I was in Wyoming, and it was, I think, the first week of October, and it was brutally cold. I was just like, I don't know how people live like this. It was just brutal. Okay, how come I'm having a hard time finding this 1x1? Ah, there it is. It was hiding. You were hiding. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it makes me realize that I am so lucky to be where I'm at right now. I mean, just the way things fell into place with me finding this apartment complex and then getting the place that I'm in right now, and then I qualified, or actually I should wait until I hear the official news, but I'm assuming I will qualify for this other bigger apartment I was told after the inspection was done today that they'd be running my credit check. Those are flyover states. Mock improv was fun time on Sunday. Thank you. Do you know why birds fly upside down over Montana? Uh-oh. Oh no, this sounds like a dad joke coming. I don't know why. Um, or is that because they're flyover states? Was that the punchline? Or did I miss something? Okay, wait a minute. What am I missing here? No? No? Okay. It's like a sub-build of the sub-build. We have two sub-builds here going. Because there is nothing worth shitting on. Oh no. Ha! That came from Wendy. Oh. So are you like telling dad jokes in the hot tub together? What are you doing? It's like, hey, I got one for you. Well, the one that Yano said on her stream was, how much does it cost for a pirate to get their ears pierced? It's like a buccaneer. So, yep, I repeated it. I did repeat that joke. And I am resentful that they're called dad jokes because, moms can be funny too. Mom jokes. What are mom jokes? Why does it always have to be dad jokes? All right. All right, we're not going to get into a gender fight at the moment, but I do wonder why. Why, oh, why? Okay, I've got two down 2x2s. I need an up 2x2. What? Aha. All right, here we go. And why? It feels like I'm missing something. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Hold up. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Oops, very important. So I put in a regular 2x2 or 1x2 plate. A buccaneer. Thank you. Oh, you're going to save the other jokes for another stream? Okay. That works. Aha. I forgot to put the clip in. So this is a 1x2 with a clip. Hopefully that's the one, or did they want the one? Let's see. No, I think this is it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're back on track. We're back on track. Now we can put this bracket on. There we go. We still haven't seen the pink 2x2 yet, so that just shows you that things take time. Okay. All right, so they're looking for a black pyramid shape piece. Why have I not seen that? Unless it's this one. I don't think this is it. No, it doesn't. Oh, here it is. That's what I'm looking for. This piece. Oh, Wendy's from Montana? Okay. Well, I tell you, when I was in Wyoming, because I love the national parks, and I was there, gosh, I want to say 10 years ago. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been there. But I just remember how it was brutally, brutally cold. Okay, now I'm starting to get confused because this has like this clip. Oh, look at this. Here's another printed piece. Check that out. This is a triangle. This would actually be good for a big order. And where did it go? Here we go. Yeah. Here, I'll put this on and then show it to you in a better frame. There we go. Okay, so this piece, look at that. That is a very cool printed triangular tile. That would be awesome in a mosaic. So that's supposed to be his face, but I'm hesitating because there's this clip here, and I guess it's okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's just zoom out just a hair because here's this other piece. And, oh, I see. I was supposed to put that down first. Here, let's try this again. Okay, so now we have 4 across, and this should fit right in there. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. I love the color palette, too. The color palette on this is awesome. The force is strong in this build. It is. Both the light and the dark force, definitely. And for those of you who are curious, this is set number 40547. 40547. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. So this is Obi Wan. Okay, I am going to place a beef here. Obi Wan has reddish hair. So when the iconic scene between Obi Wan and Darth takes place, he has white hair. So they have the wrong Obi Wan here. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got to call you out on that. But 260 pieces. So it's a good piece count for 20 bucks. All right. So like I said, not happy with that Darth Vader. When he met Obi-Wan in movie 4, he had white hair. He did not have. They put the Ewan McGregor version instead of the Alec McGuinness version. So I'm calling you out, Lego. You botched it. You botched it. This is the wrong. Well, this Darth is still Darth, but the Obi-Wan is the wrong Obi-Wan. Maybe I need to correct it. Maybe I need to modify it to make it correct. That might happen. We'll see how much time it takes for me to build the other one. Okay, where's the other corner piece? Ah, here it is. Okay. All right, so there we go. I'm sure I'm not the only geek in the Lego space who's not happy with that. You know? So I was talking earlier about the contestant discussions. And PT, you'll get I'll upload the video so you can watch it. But we're able to interview the contestants ahead of time through an agreement we have. And the one of the teams is really into Castle. And I think the 90th anniversary castle, they were saying, it took them 10 years to get this castle out. So, yeah. Okay, did I put 1x2s there? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Almost done with the face. You see the pink brain is there. So is that days before? Actually, this is the preliminary introduction to the cast members. So I will upload that video for you. But yeah, no, this is actually a week and 2 days before. No, the actual other visuals that we'll get will be probably a couple days before. I will find out. I know you're new to the process, so just hang tight, it'll happen. Okay, there was another one of these curved, there it is. So here's that curved one I showed earlier that has the lines to it. I think that's the one they want. Yeah. Okay. So the printed tiles really make a difference. Look at that. Printed curve. Wow. Wow. I love these pieces. The only problem is this triangle is being held by just a 1x1 jumper, so it keeps moving all the time. But there's not much you can do about that. Let me see if I can zoom in just a hair more. Yeah, look at that. Very, very cool. Yeah, like I said, I know I'm not the only Star Wars fan who is not happy with how they made Obi Wan Kenobi in this set. I haven't even built it, and I'm not too happy. Yeah. All right. What do we have here? Okay. All right, now we're building up the sides. Oh, I see. This is the side of the helmet. Oh, very fun. Okay, why? This is must be missing a piece. No? No, okay, that's what they want. I'm a little upset because this feels like it needs a piece in here. Maybe it is. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. All right. Well, we'll play it by ear. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's like missing something, but okay. I'm gonna have faith. I have faith that this is all gonna pan out. It just gives fans an opportunity to mod the build. Yeah, makes everyone happy, I guess. I mean, if you're going to pick a version of Obi Wan Kenobi, you definitely want the Ewan McGregor version. I agree with that, but I don't know. If you want to be true to the canon, then you would also consider that it would be the older Obi Wan Kenobi. But don't forget that movie came out, what, 30 years ago? The first one, didn't they have like the 30th anniversary? So I don't know how many current fans know about Alec Guinness. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. That doesn't seem right, but no, it's definitely not right because I put it in backwards. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Like I said, this seems wrong, but that's what it said. Let me double check. Hold up. Maybe I did do something wrong here. No, I did that right. Okay, this is definitely off. I did something wrong here. Oh, I see. I see what I forgot. I forgot that. Okay, this is still, like I said, I'm still confused by this, but we're gonna let it roll. We're still gonna let it roll. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's because it's off by this. It's missing a stud. It's like, how can you do that? I just feel like, or maybe I missed a step. I don't know. We'll see what happens at the very end, because that's happened several times on the Brickheadz Broadcast Network where I forget a step. Okay, that's right. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the. See, it's like they want a 1x3. Like, why isn't this a 1x4? Okay, they want a 1x3, and then these again. Okay. All right. And I mean, it does look cool. I will say that. I will say that just looking at all the way around, it does look pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I guess it doesn't matter that it's missing, or maybe it's gonna, if that one Stud was there. It may not work. It's okay. It can be canon or legends or whatever. Star Wars gets retold in all kinds of ways. That is so true. Even the creator decided to retell some of it. And I guess, that's just like with our mocks, right? That if we build a mock and then we decide years later, you know what, I probably should have built this a different way, then, it's my mock, so I can do with it whatever I want. Okay, that is right. I feel like I must have missed a step, unless we haven't gotten to that yet. All right. So they want this to lock this in place. Okay. But I feel like we've got an exposed behind. All right, I must have missed a step here. No, here's the exposed behind. So I'm sorry, Darth. I know your butt is showing right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. All right, we are working on the legs now. It's just a 1x2, a 1x2 brick, and a 1x2 plate again. So these are the little legs. Okay. So Darth is coming to life, but he still has an exposed behind. It's like, sorry. And this stupid triangle keeps moving because it's on a jumper. Vader's bottom. Guess this is an adult show. I don't know. You're the one sitting in the hot tub. So I don't know if that's what you think, PT. It's all good. It's all good. No, this is a very G-rated show. We don't do a lot of, raunchy stuff. If you want that kind of raunchy stuff, the place for you to go is, I think it's called AFOL After Dark. They just started that channel. And there's been some pretty racy stuff in there already. Yeah, not good for me to repeat here. Let's just say that. It made me think, yeah, that's not something I'm going to share to my followers. That's definitely not, at least it isn't what I think my followers want to watch. Maybe they do. Maybe that's why I don't have a big follower rate. BBN after aura or after hours. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. BBN after hours. I mean, I mentioned this when I was streaming on Twitch, that when they had hot tub streams, I think they still do. This is off by a little bit. I think this is supposed to be here, like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. And I told people, I will never be on a hot tub stream. Even if I'm invited as a guest, that's not going to happen. So don't even try to, convince me to get on one. You know how they have those, oh, you probably heard about this happening, that there was, I think, a TikToker who ate that one chip challenge and died. Yeah, it was just like, whoa. Yeah, that's when you start thinking, you know what, this social media is getting a little out of hand. I really feel bad for, teenagers growing up these days when they have things like that happening. It's just, oh, and the poor parents. Oh my God, breaks your heart. Just makes you think, something you couldn't have planned for, and that, it's a one chip challenge. But I guess I think the kid had a very sensitive stomach, and yeah, so sad. That's why, once again, folks, every day is a gift. Okay, so we're working on the behind now. which I think it's because he's got like this cape. So we got to get the cape right. So yeah, we're going to be mooning the camera right now until we get this done. But it's I guess this is as racy as it's going to get as far as Brickanista After Dark, BBN After Dark. Pretty tame here, folks. You're pretty safe here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we got that. Then they want me to flip it around. Okay. I guess this is supposed to be up here. And, I see. So these 1x2 with that little gutter, those are going around the back. It's hard to show black on camera because it's hard to get all the nuances, but you can see that that gives it that just that little bit of indentation, and that should be the back of the cape. Should be right here. Black is always hard to work with too because it shows all your fingerprints, and so you got to clean it a lot. But anyway, that looks pretty good. Look at that detail. It's Darth Vader. So like, I have you now, Obi-Wan. I am one of those parents. I have a teenager. I know. And I would just thinking about you and other friends. You are going to get censored. Yeah, I'm not going to get censored. I think Wendy's joke was about the raciest thing that I've ever said on stream. So, and that was still pretty tame. Okay, we have a lightsaber that we are putting together. And it looks like they gave us enough parts for 2. Or no, just 1 saber, but it has 2 hilts. All right, so where's this going to go? I guess over here. All right, we got a red lightsaber going on. And then we just got to work on the base. Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool little build. And that took me about 45 minutes because I had a little bit of intro. But, oops. There's Darth. I actually do like how they did the back cape and how it flares out. I was worried about this section here where it was missing a stud, but it looks like they needed that to have it wrap around. But cool sculpting techniques. And these are the leftover pieces, only 4. So nothing that is outlandish like a 2x3 plate or anything like that. So let's set that aside. Okay. Now for Obi-Wan, and it's the Ewan McGregor version of Obi-Wan. Because I don't think, I'm trying to think, you think about the movie. Obi-Wan faces off Anakin Skywalker. I couldn't remember the character's name. I kept calling him Hayden Christensen, but Anakin Skywalker. And Palpatine is the one who discovers Anakin and then creates Darth from that, right? Sorry, spoiler alert. That's at the end of movie 3. And then that's how you discover he's Darth. But then you go into movie 4 and you don't even, I should step back because also at the end of 3 is you discover how Leia and Luke ended up becoming Leia and Luke. Yep, look at all of these. These are the hair plates. Obi-Wan is definitely a redhead. Ginger. That's okay. I actually like the young Obi-Wan, so I'm complaining, but I'm not complaining. It's kind of like what PT was saying. If I really wanted to make it accurate to the canon, then I would modify it. but I'm probably going to keep it because I really like. And here's what the Obi-Wan's going to look like. See, that's the young Obi Wan Kenobi. That is not the older one. Yeah, so you're talking about getting censored, PT. When I worked on the radio, when I was known as the movie muse before I was the Brickanista. And when I was on the radio in Petaluma, we had this button that we could press, which is called the dump button. And if somebody said something, some profanity on the air, there was I think a 5 or 10 second delay for the broadcast. So you hit the dump button and it would erase that one section. And I only had to use it once when I was on the air. And it wasn't profanity, but the person started advertising their services. And it was like, we told them ahead of time that no, that's not something you do on the air. So it's like, and he goes, "You just dumped me, didn't you?" I go, "Yes, I did." He goes, "Well, at least you were gentle about it." I said, "Well, it was your own fault. You knew the rules." He said, "I'm sorry." Like, don't make me dump you on the air. So thankfully, I've only had to do it once. But I don't really have that option here. Not on YouTube and also on Rumble. Which, speaking of which, I should mention this too. If you're watching the stream, please remember to like and subscribe to the stream. Please remember to like and subscribe to the stream. It helps us out here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. All right. Okay, we're going to be doing Obi Wan Kenobi as next on the agenda. And let me just pause for a moment and get back up to speed here. Okay. I'm hesitating because this angle, and I think it is interesting. Okay. See, the way this looks, it looks like it's all the way to the right, but I think it's supposed to be just in the middle. Yeah. All right. I'm going to just pretend that the printing doesn't look all skewed. It's supposed to be symmetrical, is my guess. That is one thing I think I like about Lego is I like things symmetrical. That's why I like boats and cars when I build. And because brickheads tend to be symmetrical too, I like that. Thanks for not dumping me on the air. Yes. To be young again. Well, I don't know. Like I said earlier, it's hard to be, a teenager in this day and age because it's not just what we were talking about earlier, but it's also, I was talking about the chip challenge, but there's also bullying, cyberbullying. There's more of that also happening to students. And I just feel bad for them because, it's hard enough, being at that awkward age. And then to have cyberbullying on top of that, it's like at least, when I grew up, when I got bullied, then, I had a refuge, right? But it's like it's nonstop. These people just don't know when to quit. And that's what's really sad. So I'm kind of glad I grew up in the day and age that I did. But I think about my nieces and nephews all the time, about what they go through. And I'm even thinking about how our society has changed a lot too. That's why if you want to watch an interesting Netflix show, I just finished watching Dan Buettner, where he talked about the blue zones. Uh-oh. Why is this? Oh, I see what I did. Oops. Oops. These are supposed to be on top. This is what I was talking about, the printing of the directions. I was close. I was close. There we go. Anyway, he was talking about centenarians and where they live in the world and why their societies, I guess, really embrace appreciating older adults. And one of the things that was interesting is that he was talking about that they don't have gym memberships. That we keep forcing in our society that you got to work out and you got to be healthy and you got to do all this, when in fact the people who are living longer do like mild exercise every day. They don't like go out to the gym and try to go crazy. They just have a mild amount of exercise that's enjoyable, like gardening or playing tennis, things that have movement, or dancing. Like some cultures, they dance a lot. You probably remember from LEGOMasters Season 3 when Tacos and Michelle were talking about that, that they like to move a lot, and it's all kind of part of their culture. They can't help themselves. They just want to move. And I think that's something that, and Dan Butner talks about this, that, we should be encouraging people to do like moderate exercise on a regular basis and not necessarily have to feel like you have to do some sort of, big weightlifting or jogging or anything like that. Brick Jedi's here. Oh, hoy, hoy, Brick Jedi. How are you doing? We just finished building Darth Vader, and now we're working on Obi Wan Kenobi. And maybe Star Wars lore, but I was complaining about how Obi Wan Kenobi, this is the Ewan McGregor version of Obi Wan Kenobi, but the big standoff scene between Obi Wan and Darth was actually Alec Guinness. I think I said McGinnis earlier. It's just Alec Guinness. So yeah, so I was just ranting about that a little bit. But how are you? Are you doing well? Yeah, just hanging out here, building, calling it builder budget builds, because I've had to pivot since LEGOMasters is going to be broadcasting on Thursdays pretty soon. Okay, now, oh, I see. Remember, we had this little notch here. So this is going here like that. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little bit of a gap and it's recessed a little bit. That's actually quite clever. That's a clever way to put that together. So good job, designers. Yeah, so Brick Jedi was on Sunday's episode where we did Talk Like a Pirate. And I think you were the only one in the stream because we were asking for feedback and for different suggestions. And then you said supermarket. And then we ended up pivoting to using ChatGPT. And it was amazing. It came up as supermarket. What are the chances of that? That was hilarious. And definitely memorable too. All right. Oops, did I miss something? Nope, that's right. So now we have more things to build on. If you ever build Brickheadz, you always need these parts. These 2x2 snot pieces, studs not on top. Okay, I should be having one more. Ah, here it is. Okay. So we're going to be doing some creative builds. Ooh, this is nice. We have a change of color. So now that they're coming out with more colors, this is really nice that they now incorporate that, because as they start building the face up, it'll be nice to have that nougat color. Okay, so we're building the brain. Remember with Darth. Oh, this actually might be a cool detail, is that you know that Darth Vader, when he's rebuilt, has a lot of machinery. And remember when we built the other one, it was not a square green for the spine. It was 2 black 2x2 rounds. So maybe that was to show that this is the organic one because this is a human. And we know that Darth is part human, part machine. So anyway, I'm going to give the designers kudos for that. A small little detail, but also important. So yeah, so there's our pink brain. Because every brickhead has a 2x2 pink brain. Yeah. All right. Why am I not finding? I'm looking for a 1x4 in this nougat color, or not nougat, the ginger color. I think it's actually technically dark orange. So let me put this in the background. Yeah, so that dark orange color, yeah. Which I need more of. I was looking for this color for another build I was doing. I did this build for the, what was it, the challenge, World Afro Day Challenge, which was from the Dream Builders lug. And I came up with a sign called Ubuntu. And if you're familiar with the phrase Ubuntu, it talks about community. And it's a African phrase that is to honor people within the community and how you become the person you are because of the people around you. And I thought it was a great phrase and I thought it was appropriate. And I was a little nervous because it's technically supposed to be World Afro Day, and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get a minifig with an afro on it and celebrate that. And they said, no, we loved it. I said, thank you. I'm glad. I wasn't sure. No, so Ubuntu, the sign I made of Ubuntu had this color in it. And I was just really getting down to the point where I was short, I think, a 1x2 plate, and I couldn't find it. So I ended up, I think, in the corner of the build, I put in, I think, a leaf or something to kind of cover it up. And then I just balanced it with other leaves on there. So sometimes a mistake actually works in your favor. Okay, so this is interesting that they want this way. Okay. So this is why the stud's not on top. They're asking me to put this on like that. So I guess that's the mouth. Oh, because he's got a beard. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I haven't dropped a piece in a long time. I'm a little nervous because it stuck to my hand and then it dropped. Okay. Hopefully, all right. Hopefully it's something that I have in my collection. Hopefully it's not a 1x2. This was the piece I think I was missing. This 1x2 when I worked on my Ubuntu sign. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Normally I have a tray, but this back part of the tray, let me zoom out a little bit. This tray has seen better days, but this part of the tray is flat. So that's why things fell off. So anyway, behind the scenes detail. Okay, so we put that little beard going on there. Okay, so all right, this doesn't seem right. I feel like I'm missing something because, all right, yeah, that doesn't seem right. Okay, let me step back a moment. Oh, okay. I was looking for that orange piece. It's there, dark orange. Okay. Okay, never mind. I just gotta have faith. Have faith. It'll all work out. I think that's one thing I will say, that in general, I'm a pretty positive person. So when life throws you curveballs, you just say, it's okay. I survived worse. I can survive this too. All right. So we've got, now we got to put some plates on. That will cover that up. I was like going, there's a big gaping hole there. Look at that hole. Like, don't want that hole there. Okay, calm down. Here we go. There. Phew. Okay, I'm much more calm now. And that is in place. Okay, he's got a high forehead. And this is where the eyes will go. All right. All right, so now you can see we're starting to get the semblance of a face. And of course, Brickheadz always have these eyes. Yeah, so if you tune into Yano's Instagram page or live stream, what's funny is that, and this inevitably happens, it's always hard to stream and talk and build at the same time. And there was a point where I think she says, I think I'm still on only bag number 1. Because it's also hard to manage too. When you got people you got to bring onto the stream, etc. All right, so now we're going to work on the side face. Okay. Yeah, this, see, I should have worked on this before I worked on the Ubuntu sign. But how would I have known, right? All right, here we go. Let's start with the easiest thing first. I do like all of the tiles and things that come with this. How many Brickheadz do you have? Oh my God, that's a good question. Because of Thrifty Thursday, I probably have 15, maybe. I'd have to go count. Not all of them have survived, though, because that's one thing, is that I don't necessarily think of Brickheadz as collecting them like you would Funko Pop. I really just think of it as, you know, a build to do on stream. And then many times I, like my Ahsoka Brickhead that I did for a stream, I needed one of the parts off of her because she's got a lot of blue in there. But yeah, I should count. I should count how many Brickheadz I have. I'll do that after I move, because you missed this early on the stream, but I had one of the workers came into my unit to make sure I hadn't destroyed it. You know, I've only been here 6 months, actually 5 months. My lease is up next month. And he was looking to make sure that, you know, everything was still in order, which it was. I mean, I wasn't worried about it, but it's procedure. You know, they have to make sure, because you never know. I mean, people do trash stuff, which I never really understood. I guess they don't feel it's theirs, so they can just do with it whatever they want. But I had warned the sales guy who told me the maintenance person that's coming to, you know, look at the unit to make sure everything's okay. And I said, well, forewarn the person that there's a lot of Lego here. And I said, they told you I have a lot of Lego here, right? And he said, yeah. But when they said that, I was expecting it was going to be on the floor, like he'd have to step over them. I said, no, you don't have to step over the Lego, but you just need to know that I have a lot here. And he was kind of surprised, you know, he was looking, but he stopped to look at my Daily Bugle, the one that I retrofitted as the BBN tower. And he just looked at it in awe, and he just said, wow, that is cool. So I said, yeah, that is what's called a modification. That's not my own design, but I had fun doing that. So yeah, you never know. Might be a new Lego fan. All right, so there's the back. So it's got some curly-ish hair going on. I understand. I work for a property management company. That's right. I think you mentioned some horror stories of just people trashing the place, removing appliances, leaving, just all kinds of trash on the floor, and I can't even imagine. Yeah, if you lived closer, I would hire your company to help me move some of my stuff because you would understand how to treat Lego. That's the only thing is that sometimes when you hire these, companies to move, they they just don't understand that, hey, that you got to be gentle with that. I know it's Lego, it could be rebuilt, but I don't want to have to rebuild it. Fortunately, I didn't unpack a lot of my stuff. A lot of my stuff is still in boxes from when I first moved in here because, like I said, I've only been here. The piece that, oh no, I thought the piece that dropped might have been this 1x2. I kind of tell people that I'm not like a neat person because I got a lot of clutter, but it's not filth. I think there's two different things. When there's some people who live in filthy apartments where it's not clean, at least my clutter is clean. If you're going to have clutter, at least have clean clutter, right? Okay, almost done with this side. I should do an inventory though. Okay, so there's the other part of the face. That's actually looking pretty good. The ears are like way back. Look at how far back the ears are. I guess it's supposed to be, I guess his beard is really taking up a lot of the space. Okay, so flip it over. Dark brown? Yeah, dark brown. Okay, did I miss anything? All right, we're making the legs. Okay, these legs are interesting because you don't see this often in the legs of Brickheadz, but they're using 3 different colors. So it's this dark orange, light bluish gray, and then it looks like dark brown. Yeah, dark brown. Okay. All right, where's the dark brown? Like I said, I did drop one piece. It might have been a dark brown 1x2. Yeah, I think that might have been what it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think that's what I'm looking for. If not, I might have to dig into my stash. That's one nice thing is that I do have a stash. Okay, I'm going to look one more time. Okay, that must have been the piece that dropped. A 1x2 in dark brown. Okay, I will be right back. Hold up. All right, here's my stash of 1x2s. Let's see if I can find a dark brown in here. Oh, that wasn't so hard. There we go. Okay. Like I said, I don't usually see legs in 3 different colors, so that's interesting. And look at that. So we've got Jedi is coming together. We get to work on the head. This is almost, since he's a ginger, it's kind of like Prince Harry, right? You could use this for Prince Harry, modify, put the tuxedo from the groom, and then you can make a Meghan Markle to go with it. Or I'm sorry, the Duchess of Sussex. I think she prefers to be called the Duchess. I didn't drop a second piece, did I? Now this next piece will be much harder for me to find if I don't have it here. And that's this 1x2 with this little ridge. And no, I don't see it here. All right, not happy about that. Let me just make sure. Is it underneath anything else? I didn't drop 2 pieces. I thought I had only dropped the 1 piece. Let me just double check. Yeah, I don't really have a good filing for that other one, but I do have regular 1x2s. But remember what I said earlier about my Ubuntu sign? I might have to steal it from that. Because I don't, yeah, see, I told you I don't have that color. Okay, let me go grab the Ubuntu sign. Because it's right over there. I can see it right now. But let me just check one more time. A 1x2 with rail. All right, if I do this knolling. No, how could I be missing 2 pieces? Unless, like I said, they both dropped when I was, okay, I don't see it. So that's the piece that I'm missing, this 1x2 with rail. All right, hold up. Hold up. Let me go check underneath here real quick. Any chance it's here? Oh, no. No. Okay. All right. Plan B. All right. This wasn't my original plan, but you get to now see my Ubuntu sign that I had built. So this is, I can show you the flaws of my Ubuntu sign. So this is my Ubuntu sign. I used blue and this dark orange. And this is where I was mentioning I covered up my flaw because actually I ran out of this orange. I couldn't find it. So, and I think I didn't have a 1x2 in this bright green. So I put a 2x2 jumper and covered this up with an orange and a green little lily pad. Okay, so I don't have that one in with the rail, but I could take one of these 1x2s here. And get a brick separator. Yeah, so I can do that. So at least he has something. And maybe what I should do is, yeah, the front has the ridge, the bottom will not, the back won't have the ridge. I don't think that's going to be a big issue. I can change it out later. But I am bummed because I thought I only lost 1 piece, but apparently I lost 2. Okay, first world problems, that's okay. All right, let's finish this head off. Almost done. This was I will say this has been a fun little build. And even though it's not accurate to the canon, it's still a fun build. And like PT was saying earlier, that you can always modify it. So if I really wanted to modify it, if it was driving me that crazy, then I would say, okay, we're going to give you gray hair. But we don't need to do that. We're okay. We are okay. And if I find those other pieces, I can always modify it or replace those later. So yeah, it's not too bad that he's missing it. It's better that it's in the front. Okay, what's next? I guess we're working on the side here. Okay. This is the cape. Once again, the whole idea of a cape with these characters is interesting. And you have the Japanese to thank for that, because that was a big inspiration for the design of the clothes for And the whole kind of mythology about using swords and what have you, a lot of that came from Japanese films. Ask George Lucas. All right. So there's, you can see it kind of coming together now. Are they going to leave the behind for the very end? Probably, just like last time. Poor Luke and, or not Luke, Obi Wan and Darth having to expose themselves. There's a lot of brown in here, so if you're looking for brown shaping pieces, this set could also be for you. Because this piece, remember when I said I had to steal from my Ashoka? This piece here, which is, let me see if I put it this way. It's the one with the curve. I had to steal the blue one from her because I was missing one. Yeah, so it's the angle curve 1x2 with curve. So we have a couple of these here as well. Really important for shaping. Okay. All right. Covered up. I'm just wondering if I was supposed to raise it up or if that's correct. Hard to tell from the drawing. 1x2s, curves. Okay. Oh, I see. I guess I want the 1x2 curves on the side here. Ah, okay. That's nice. So it's got that little bit of a rounded shape going around the outer part. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So what's nice about Brickheadz is you do get some shaping tips from some of these smaller pieces. Okay. Now, it's funny, I do a lot of micropolis. So this is like a little car, a 1x2 jumper with a 1x1 tile on top. But they want this here. Oh, I guess this is the belt, maybe? Obi-Wan's belt. Okay. And now dots are coming into play. Okay. Oh, I do like this. Dots have been a game changer when it comes to shaping. It just adds so much, a nice style to it. So you can see that little bit of quarter round on either side and then the straight, just subtle, but it's really, really nice. Am I still talking bottoms? Yes, we were able to cover up Obi-Wan's bottom much faster than Darth. But I will say that I do like the shaping of this. It's really, really well done. It's coming together. Now we're working on the hands. And once again, we're going to have a lightsaber, I think, coming into here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay, I was just going to ask, what are they going to do with these open? We have these two open studs, so they are going to cover them with these slopes. Brown slope. Oh, nice. That is super nice. And I think that'll be next, the blue lightsaber. Yep, I called it. I called it blue lightsaber. Now, one thing that I haven't checked too closely is that you notice one side of the saber, zoom in a little. So one side of the saber has multiple ridges. This one, for the hilt, it looks like they want the multiple ridge for the side of the saber versus the side of where the hand is. Little subtle thing, but another thing to check when you're looking at these rods, some of them have bubbles in them. This one's nice. It has no bubbles in there. But I was getting annoyed by some of them where it wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't like seeing the bubble in there. Okie doke. Let's see what we got next. I'm a little concerned because I've got one of these as an extra. Hopefully it's going to be used, but I have a feeling I may have missed a step, which wouldn't have been the first time that that has happened here on the Brickheadz Broadcast Network. Aha! Remember I had to dig into my collection for a 1x2? So it's here. So the one that's on the floor is that 1x2 with the ridge. Okay, so let's see. Am I missing something else? Okay, it says ta-da. All right, so this might be okay except for this 1x2. But let me first put him on his stand. All right, so there's Obi Wan Kenobi on his stand. Here's Darth. Nice set of builds. Okay, so that one I took out of my collection, so that's accounted for. This though, where does that go? These I think are all extras. I think these are fine because there aren't any duplicates. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Yeah, no duplicates here. Extra saber, extra eye, but somehow I have a 1x2. I'll have to go back and check. I suspect it might actually be that one area that was behind the face, so it might be fine that it's not here. But I'm looking around to see if there's any other obvious place that it could have been. And oh, wait a minute. Nope. No, I thought it might have been something here, but okay. So maybe it is. Anyway. Okay, my friends. I'm not going to worry about this 1x2. I know that this one goes back into my collection, which I can do after the stream. And then these are the extra pieces, and I'll just figure out where this 1x2 is supposed to go. But I don't think it's critical because it seems like it's in a hidden place anyway. I don't think there's any other place. I mean, yeah. I think it's okay. Or it could be extra because it was part of the mouth. Maybe. Okay. So we have Obi-Wan from film 3 and Darth from film 4 having a little battle of the lightsabers. Cute, fun. I would probably buy this again just because it's nice when you have two builds that are vastly different. It's similar to the one I did with Gandalf and the Balrog, but because Darth is such a different shape than this, and also this is nice because the capes make it also an interesting build. Okay, my friends. So we're now doing budget builds on Tuesday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you PT, and thank you, Brick Jedi. Appreciate you hanging out with me. If you're watching the video or you're just lurking, you're listening to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Please like and subscribe to the stream, and you can send snail mail to P.O. Box 87232, Vancouver, Washington 98687. Thanks again. It's been really fun hanging out. And since this is a Star Wars build, it's appropriate, and I always say this anyway. Thank you again, and may the clutch be with you. Take care. Bye.